Eddie Howe is on the Chelsea short list to replace Mauricio Pochettino if he's sacked. This news is coming from Ben Jacobs. I didn't see a lot of positive reactions from Chelsea fans online. I think the mind is already set because they have some bad experience when it comes to British managers. Frank Lampard, Graham Potter, and you can go to other teams and see other British managers who are struggling over there. But let's be honest, if we take their passport away and we consider all of them as equal, you will see that the mindset is not right. Eddie Howe been doing a great job at Newcastle United since he joined them. He didn't spend crazy, ridiculous amount of money on the market. He went for players that would just do the job. He went for experience. He went for players who are already on their prime. He didn't go for a bunch of kids. They don't have the same kind of project than Chelsea Football Club. And last season, I think they overachieved. People didn't expect them to qualify for the Champions League so quickly, and he did it. The campaign in the Champions League didn't go according to the plan for one reason or another. A lot of injuries, suspensions, and dealing with many competitions the same time for a young team. I'm talking about the young team in terms of how long he's been putting that team together. It's not in terms of the players' age, but in terms of how long they've been together as a team under the same manager. So I think he deserves a lot of respect, Eddie Howe, but coaching Chelsea Football Club is a different ball game. Also, you have to take to consideration this guy still has a job. He's still working for Newcastle United. So Newcastle need to sack him or he need to leave on his own terms in order to come and sign for Chelsea Football Club. So this is a process, and I think this is part of paper talk. Nothing is certain yet. In my opinion, nobody is going to be worse than Pochettino at Chelsea Football Club. Of course, Pochettino been dealing with a lot of injuries. I'm the first here to defend him. But when it comes to getting results or doing something with what you got in hand, Pochettino is not showing me anything. We've seen Liverpool coping with a bunch of kids and winning games for fun. We've seen other teams, including Newcastle United, struggling with a lot of injuries, but beating Chelsea convincingly. So Pochettino sometimes is giving too many excuses that make no sense in my opinion. Talking about Newcastle United, before I forget, Lewis Hall, our own kid, might be coming back from loan because he hasn't achieved the amount of games to trigger the clause, the buy clause that Newcastle United wanted. The problem is the sporting director, Dan Ashworth, that is his name, right? So Dan just left to Manchester United, and Lewis Hall was his project. He wanted him. He knows that he's going to be a good player, but sometimes the manager just don't agree with the sporting director. He was brought for the project and not for the manager. And now the manager is not playing him at all because it's not his player. And you will see people telling you that such and such player didn't make it to certain teams. It doesn't depend on the player. The quality is there. We saw even Danny Drinkwater, when he joined Chelsea Football Club, Antonio Conte said it's a good project for the club and never played him, right? Remember that. If you are old enough like me, you will understand that Harry Kane went on loan to many places and went 2 years to Norwich City. he couldn't make it there. Because why? The manager didn't play him. They have to recall him from loan, and when he came back to Tottenham Hotspurs, the rest is history. So theories and narratives will tell you if you don't play on loan, you are not good enough. No, fake. Because the reality on loan is if they have their own players, they're going to prefer to give them a chance instead of giving somebody who is going back to his parent club. And in this case, they don't want to pay the money for nothing because the manager don't like the player. So they will try not to give him the amount of games that he deserves so they can send him back and cancel the deal. When it comes to other candidates to replace Mauricio Pochettino, it's same old recycled news. But something surprising today from Ben Jacobs. He said that Chelsea are not interested in Amorim. So, pretty much contradicting Fabrizio Romano and other news like Sky Sport, who say that Chelsea are interested in the guy. This kind of news you will see all this period until summer. A lot of contradicting news. You have to use simple common sense and make your own decision. I think there is something there between Chelsea and Amorim. The problem is his release clause is 30 million. I don't know if you're going to pay Mauricio Pochettino 20 million to sack him and get Amorim for 30 million release clause. That is a lot of money that will cost big when it comes to the financial fair play. Mauricio Pochettino press conference was very interesting. He defended himself a lot. And many Chelsea fans say that stop giving excuses. And few Chelsea fans like me said it's 50-50. Those are fact, but also excuses. Fact, if you have 10 injured players, you're going to struggle. If Nkunku is not there, Chukwuemeka is not there, Reece James, Kukureya, Chile, all those key players are not there, you're going to struggle even if you are Pep Guardiola. So, Pochettino said, we only see the end result, but we forgot to talk about the process. You see, we lost the game, but how many injuries we had? 12, 11, 10. It doesn't count at the end. So in that part of his press conference, those are facts and I agree with him. But in the other side of the coin, you have to do what you gotta do with what you got. You have to think outside the box and show us how smart you are. Use few youngsters from the academy. Change the system. Play players in their natural position. Do the basics right. Klopp showed us when he had a lot of injuries, he brought the entire academy and they beat Chelsea Football Club. So you have to think outside the box, but he got a point. Injuries are killing Chelsea's season.